Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to GDOCtalk episode 5. That's right. We made it to 5, ladies and gentlemen. And so, my name is ryanAEmoore, one of your hosts here. Joining me, like always, is Matthew Freeby, Rudeen. And in the hot seat this month is Swede. I don't know, how do you want it to be referred to? You want it? Swede.
Yes, weed.
Weed.
Can we call you weed?
Weed is fine with me.
You do
look like you're Swedish. We can Swede.
Are you Swedish?
I'm actually half German, thank you.
What's the other half?
Mutt.
German mutt.
We're not quite.
Wow.
Anyway, so.
German. Is Peppley German?
Peppley is German. Very.
Every time I hear German, I think it
traces back to, I think the most original that we can go back is Boppel. It was B with the O with the 2 dots over it.
Right.
P-L-E.
Boppley. Bopple.
And then someone made a game out of your name, and they're like, okay, we got to change it.
I don't know. But I do know that my grandfather, when he came here, it was P-E-P-P-L-E, and it was pronounced Peppley, but because it looked like Pepple, so everybody said Pepple, so he added the Y on the end, so people would say Peppley.
Pepple's pretty good.
So there you go, a little history. Welcome. Thank you.
Welcome to GDOCtalk.
Hey, there's also a Freeby, England.
Really?
It's a tiny little village.
A tiny little town?
I think I'm the king.
Oh, okay.
I'm the king.
You know, Ryan means little king.
You can come with me.
Okay.
Although if my dad comes, he'll be the king. I wouldn't.
You'd be the prince?
I think so.
Would you be prince, or would you be just
Or the artist.
formerly known as prince?
No, I'd be the king. I'd show ID and I think get free everything there.
Oh, okay. Is that how it works?
Because it is a freebie place.
Oh, true. Maybe everybody just gets
Just
free.
Can I have that? Sure.
Yep.
Everything's free.
Freebies.
Everything? This
Yeah.
banana? Yeah, it's free. Take it.
Yeah.
That muffin? Yeah.
Your
free.
daughter? Oh, wait.
Oh, wait a minute. Anyway, welcome to GDOCtalk. Let's get to the first topic. And so I was going first, right? I don't know.
Yeah, what's the topic, ryanAEmoore?
AEmoore.
AEmoore.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you get what it is? Do you know my middle name?
Middle names. I think it's your
Titan Moore,
grandparent.
yeah.
Your grandfather's.
Yeah.
So Alan,
And
Edgar,
No.
Alan.
You're close. It had the ED in there.
Edgar Allan.
It's Edward.
Edward.
Yeah, Alan Edward.
Alan Edward.
Ryan Allen Edward Moore.
That's a lot.
That's why I did. See, that's the thing. See, I have that on Twitter too. I have that.
All of it?
Yeah, ryanAEmoore. I have that on Twitter, Instagram. All that stuff. Anyway.
So when you become famous.
Yeah. So then it's
Right.
just Anyway, we're 2 minutes into it. We don't have a topic yet.
Welcome to GDOCtalk.
Yeah. Anyway, I have a few here, but I think I'm gonna go with, well, for now. But mine is gonna be nostalgia. You know what I mean? The thing. Do you know what nostalgia means?
No, explain.
So like the thing.
Fine.
Like, do you know the full definition of it? Because you explained it earlier. Well,
Do we need to look it up?
Definition, like the definition, no.
Yeah.
I mean, the
gist
of it. I mean,
yeah,
we all know what it means.
the gist of like the thing that makes you that reminds you of like your childhood, that kind of thing. The things that bring you back to that time. Like there's like playing that video game that you played when you were a little kid with your group of friends, and then you were like, oh, this is the reason why I like that game, because like Mario.
Because of memories.
Yeah. Because like Mario has that, and that's why a lot of people like Mario, is because it has all that nostalgia of kids. You have the top. Oh,
Of course.
What's the definition? Weed?
Nostalgia. A sentimental longing or wistful affection for the past, typically for a period or a place with a happy personal association.
see, even the definition has it.
I feel butterflies.
Yeah.
I was overcome with acute nostalgia for my days in college.
Oh, yeah.
That's in quote. In
Yeah.
the
See that.
I can agree to that statement. I can agree to that one.
Yeah.
So anything that brings you back to your childhood?
Like Star Wars
That's like-
figures, He-Man figures.
So action figures is like your.
Oh, action figures for sure.
Oh, we were watching the Lego movie,
Oh, yeah.
and remember when they had that little spaceman from the 80s something?
Yeah.
Spaceship. He had like all the paint scratched off his
The broken.
and the broken visor.
Yeah.
And the missing, the parts missing.
didn't work. That kind of brought me back to
I
Legos.
particularly liked his tanks
Yes.
that he had on.
Mhm.
the
Oh,
back.
yeah,
Oh yeah, they
You have
come
to
off.
pull the head off and then
And
put
put
the
Yeah,
Take
tank
it
on.
on.
and put
the
back on.
hole just
Fits
like
perfectly.
barely has
Mhm.
enough room to move. Yeah.
Mhm.
So Legos would be your go-to.
Yeah, I think that's why all the grown-ups like that movie.
Yeah.
Is because
Sure.
they're picturing all the stuff they did and seeing all the little throwbacks that kids wouldn't really get. But
I think I've discovered, the nostalgia has a lot. I don't know. I love it. So I'm driven by it sometimes. Like,
Well, you're a Mega Man fan.
I mean,
cartoons.
look at your.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you can only see part of it, but what is that? What I mean,
there's words on the screen.
Oh, it stopped.
How long ago?
I don't know. When did it look like that?
I don't know. I just was excited to look at it right now.
Dang it!
Here, let me just keep it recording. Keep
Alright.
talking.
We'll see.
I can put the GDOC logo. Just keep talking.
No, well,
Oh, wait.
Cartoons. Come on, keep on going, J. Kent.
You're driven by it. You said.
It's going.
Oh, welcome to GDOCtalk.
Welcome back.
Do we want to start over, or do we
No.
want to keep
No,
going?
just keep going.
Okay.
You're driven by animation.
cartoons. I think I have a lot to do with me because I've watched them since so long. I still watch them.
New ones or old ones?
Both.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I can still go back and watch the original Smurfs, and that's actually
Yeah.
what helps me decide what is a good cartoon or not. Did it stand the test of time?
Okay.
Like I cannot stand Scooby Doo anymore. Like the old stuff with the laugh track, the constant puns. It was terrible.
And the running for miles on end with
And
the same
predictable
background
plot.
going back over and over.
Going
Yes,
through the doors.
reused animation.
Mm-hmm.
It's Mr. Krebs, the caretaker.
You
Like
always know.
Smurfs. That's why I decided the Smurfs are my favorites because of when it has to do with how good it lasts through time. And yes, nostalgia has a lot to do with it because then it can take you straight back. And I know that food has to do that too. For me as well. Like if you smell something or taste something that's really like a food that you've had
Sends you
as a
back.
child, sends you back.
My best friend and I, in I don't know, probably third, fourth grade or so, speaking of Scooby-Doo, we decided that we wanted to talk like Scooby-Doo all the time. So
Oh no.
everything was barking like Chris, so everything was beginning with R, and they even got so far that turned into an assignment, handwriting assignment, and we started every word with the letter R. And of
How'd that
course,
go over
Did
well?
you get a good grade?
No,
Oh, okay.
I think the teacher
Oh, it
actually
did it again.
had to pull us aside and say, you don't need to do that anymore.
Don't start with R's.
Yeah, but we kept talking like it.
What's
Pretty
this?
sure.
What's it say up there?
It just says it stopped recording.
That's all. It's
Just
saying?
keep it going. I'll just put a logo. Just keep going.
Yeah.
We'll make this one longer.
This is the audio pod.
The audio podcast. The audio portion of the podcast.
Do you still know that guy?
I have not talked to him in decades.
Decades. Wow.
Probably. Well,
Since
see,
we
the
had
other
that
great thing
background.
about it was, growing up in Nampa, which is, I mean, can we talk about religion here?
Yeah, that's the whole podcast. It's-
Pretty much half Nazarene, half Mormon,
In Nampa. Yep.
Okay.
or Hispanic.
That's about it. Catholic.
Catholic.
So it's one of the two. So growing up, he was hardcore Mormon family, and I came from a hardcore Nazarene family. But we were young enough that it didn't really matter. But probably after college, I would think, we met.
You saw him again?
Yeah, and one of the first things he said is, "So here we go. The old Nazarene and Mormon." And that was like the first thing he brought up, and I was like, "Well, that's kind of disappointing."
Yeah.
That's what he remembers.
No Scooby-Doo talk?
So no Scooby-Doo talk. I'm sure he's married with probably a dozen kids by now. But
Sure.
I think there's like companies that bank off nostalgia.
Oh,
They do
yeah.
that. Oh man, that's a serious moneymaker.
Yeah.
look at all the apps games they're made with pixelated.
The old graphics.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mine would be Pokemon. Is my nostalgic thing, because like, I don't know, it's just that was I remember the first time, like, because first of all, it's like the first game I ever played, first video game I ever played. I remember in Idaho, like laying in my like the spare room bedroom, having my Game Boy Color, and like playing Pokemon
Color.
Yellow for the first time. Game Boy Color because it's like it was just yellow. It was
color.
yellow and brown. It was the colors. It was really like
It added colors to the already yellow tinted.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like Pokemon was kind of the thing because I mean, being a '90s kid, that was the like thing I played. Yeah, you just, the year you
90s.
graduate, or like who?
Right.
Yeah. So.
I know,
91,
seriously.
thank you very much.
Oh hey.
Yeah, he's old man here.
But yeah, like I think Pokemon's kind of the thing that, or just the old cartoons like the Powerpuff Girls or like It Stopped Again. So whatever. But like Courage the Cowardly Dog
Did you
or
really
stuff.
say that out loud?
Yeah,
Powerpuff
Powerpuff Girls.
Girls?
You did. Did you watch the Powerpuff Girls?
No.
I had the
did.
Powerpuff Girls Game Boy Color
Dude,
game.
Powerpuff Girls was a great show at the time. It was made.
What?
Dude, did you ever watch it ever?
No. Never.
Why wouldn't you?
Because
I was in high school.
It's Powderpuff Girls.
No, not Powerpuff Girls. Powerpuff Girls.
Powerpuff Girls.
It's
Dude,
same
you-
thing.
P.O.W.E.R.
Still says
Come on,
puff
they had
and
a
girls in it.
cross-dressing transvestite
Transvestite.
devil guy. I mean, there was. Yeah,
There's a
See,
lot
your
wong
dog-
with it.
Your dog is even pulling his ears
There's-
back when
He's
you're
like,
talking about
There's
this.
a lot wrong with it. This
Powder
one, by the
Puff
way,
Girls?
Or Mojo Jojo. I am Mojo Jojo.
It stopped again.
I know I'm just
No
gonna let this
idea.
one go. I'm gonna let this one go to audio podcast. So the first episode, it's gonna intro it, then we're just gonna have this whole big problem. But yeah, but like cartoon, I think the 90s cartoons had a whole different program than the 2000s and the 2010s cartoons right now. Because like I don't
have
know.
no idea. You're gonna.
You haven't watched the new ones? The
No.
new ones, I don't think are good at all because
No,
like they.
What's a new cartoon?
Depends on what you're talking about.
Well,
though,
then
'cause
again,
Cartoon
never
Network's
mind. Cartoon
loaded.
Network's still good because like Gumball and The Adventures of Gumball
Yeah,
and
Adventure Time.
Adventure
regular
Time and
show.
regular show are those
Those
are
are
like my
cartoons?
three. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're the reason why I go.
We have kids that are
That's a
either
good show.
first grade or under,
Yeah.
so we know PBS kids.
Yes.
I watched a little bit of that.
Daniel Tiger?
Daniel Tiger.
I watched Reading Rainbow.
Word Girl?
Do you remember Reading Rainbow?
I do. That's really old.
Reading
The kids
Rainbow.
started trying to
Octonauts.
bring it
That's
back.
what my boy is into.
Oh.
Octonauts. And it's pretty sweet, actually.
Good one.
Good one to go back
Let's
to.
see what
So
it is.
that tells you right there that's quality.
Explore,
If
rescue,
an adult
protect.
and a
Explore,
son can
ooh.
enjoy it.
Which my son actually says, explore, rescue, protect, I think.
Protect.
Protect. So, anyway, yeah. 4-year-old, what can you say?
Right.
Anyway, you were saying?
No, I was kind of done with it. I was just throwing out
90s.
like the cartoons that you grow up watching. I think also
Muppet Babies.
speak to it. Muppet Babies.
Oh, I love
You like
that
Muppet
show.
Babies? That's what I watch. Smurfs.
Okay.
See, this was back in the day, though, too, where Saturday morning cartoons were Saturday morning
Or actually
cartoons.
Saturday morning cartoons.
Right.
Well,
And
I,
speaking of cartoons that have spanned the ages, Warner Brothers, Bugs Bunny. Have you watched any of the most
Oh, no.
recent?
they have one. They have a new
It's like
Yes,
a
series.
don't
It's
even
like
watch it.
it's like a it's
weird.
like an
Terrible.
adult sitcom.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's
Bugs
dumb.
Bunny gets addicted to a video game. What's what?
And it's not. It's not. The humor is not like slapstick and just so good as it was back then.
No.
You know.
That's too bad.
I mean,
it is a shame.
when my 4-year-old son is laughing at Yosemite Sam flying across the moat and hitting the
yeah.
wall and then the brick comes through and he's giggling at that. That's funny. But
Yes.
then when we watch the new one, he's sitting there going,
Yes.
well, he doesn't get it.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
and he loses interest. Yeah,
I'm outta here.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
that's not right.
I think it's still sad that SpongeBob's the only '90s cartoon that survived
Mm.
because it's like
Yeah,
out of all the
90s.
cartoons that came out of the '90s, SpongeBob survived. Because I mean, Nickelodeon had some pretty good cartoons in the '90s where they had
Rugrats.
Rugrats were. I
I've heard
loved
of
the
that one.
Rugrats. I watched
never
Rugrats
watched
with
it.
my grandma. That was like,
Rugrats was good.
that was good.
I mean,
Ren and Stimpy?
Oh my god, that shouldn't have been on Nickelodeon.
Is that the 90s?
That is the
Yeah, it was
'90s.
90s. That was when,
That was kind of funny.
when it was on Nickelodeon and MTV at the same time because they're both owned by the same company.
Oh.
So they'd air them both, but then they had a little more of the less child ones on MTV.
Wow.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That.
But I still actually love to watch the show. My favorite part was all the silly commercials, like it's a log. Rolls downstairs and run over your neighbor's dog. Oh man, log was the best.
Is South Park a little after the 90s?
No,
I think
South
it
Park
came
was,
out in '99.
No,
But
not South Park. Yeah, was it South Park? Was the one that Caves and all them
Yeah.
were watching in their room and
I
like
think
they were
so.
trying to shut them down. They kept watching it. They actually got they got digital satellite in
yeah.
their room, which is like I've never heard anyone do that.
We did
And
too.
that was like
you had to get satellite
that was
TV
a go-to place.
Yeah.
to get like
Oh,
Comedy
'cause-
Central.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
because
In the dorms.
they would filter it out
You
down the
couldn't
lobby.
get cable in the dorms.
Well, they had it in the lobby, but they would filter out that channel.
Oh, okay. All right, so they blocked it.
So then,
Yeah.
It was a
then-
Nazarene school.
Yeah.
In the 90s.
Speaking of
Yeah.
Nazarene.
Totally.
I remember my dad had the tape. The
That
first
was before
series.
Nazarenes could even, do any kind of rhythmic movements,
Ooh, careful.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Especially in the vicinity of the opposite sex.
I
Oh,
did-
no,
I did
all the
take-
dances.
I did take a rhythmic movement class. In
Is it
India.
like Zumba? Or you can
Yeah, they did.
see it's
they
not
did
on
all
camera
that
anymore, so I
kind
can
of
do the
stuff.
little dance.
Tininkling, that was our favorite one.
That sounds like a
Tininkling?
made up word.
Tininkling, yeah, look it up.
That sounds terrible.
I can't. It's older.
It's yeah. I think it was African, I think, but it had those big, some like those big hollow bamboo things. And
Is that the thing where they?
Oh, you
Yeah,
pound around
yeah.
on the.
Was
kind
that the
of
like
thing.
hit the floor and then click and then hit the floor?
Kind
and
of something like
okay.
that. I don't remember. We just thought it
Tininkling.
was funny because it was tininkling.
Okay. Fair enough.
Trying to picture you do that, like wow.
We had an aerobics one, which was great because we have a couple of guys on the varsity basketball team and
Doing aerobics.
Yeah, doing aerobics, and it was like this is not good, not good at all.
So you graduated from Northwest Nazarene too?
Yes.
Okay. So we have
Eventually.
3 people that have.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
True.
Yeah, just wanted to. put it up here.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
nice.
the odd man
Anyway.
out.
I love how it went from nostalgia stuff and then it went to basketball players
Doing
dancing,
aerobics.
Basketball players, tininkling and aerobicizing.
So, unfortunately, this didn't turn out to be a full out
Especially the
video podcast or video show or whatever you want to call this thing. GDOCtalk. But we're still going to post it, obviously, because you're listening to it now. We'll just put the logo up here. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry about the video troubles. We'll try and fix it for the next episode. But thank you for watching and listening for the last part. You can't say we'll see you next time this one. Every episode last month,
See you
you
next
said
time.
see you next time.
I did?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, everybody.
Anyway, so again, thanks for watching.
Listening.
We'll see you guys in the next part.
You said it.
You said see you guys.
I did.
You'll hear
Dang
us.
it.
We'll hear
I
you.
say it, but then he like stops the whole outro to say it.
Outro.
Anyway,
Outro?
Bye-bye.
bye.